Yeah, amazing pace to these lobbies today. I just came out of my own match. Unfortunately, lost that. GG's to the other team, but excited to dive in, analyze another way station. Right off the rip, we got a slay and just a couple exchanges from both teams, just looking for that camo. I believe that is now at top mid. Everybody's so used to pushing that P1 side. I think just out of habit, we saw some teammates, some team members run there. You see Banana Grabber grabbing that flag and working their way through. Util is met on the other side by a lottery member. Right now, a bit of a stalemate. Both teams pushing that OS, pushing their flags initially, trying to get into their flow states here.
Zesky stepping up, getting the post up top mid, but gets taken down. Heffen threw the flag out. Banana Grabber is going to be going for that right now. You see bottom mid, red flag has been returned. Another grab from Heffen Nation, staying up in the base, constantly playing that annoying role of the flag grabber and tosser, and might I say, playing it quite well.
I'm kind of surprised that Lottery were able to get away and get that extra touch to way stations flag right there. Nice straight at P2 in the return. Both flags are reset, and it looks like after this 1v1, we're going to have a little bit of the pace slowing down here. Both teams trying to get a foothold here. We'll see Reckless and company on way station pushing through the blue. Util trying to make something happen, but look for Elite, who's kind of being a pest at that refrigerator side, maybe allowing enough space for the team to grab that flag and Reckless to not maybe get the clean slays, but get that flag run to that mid.
Zesky with yet another flag grab. We see two trades out here in mid. Yet another going from Zesky's. He's trying to get the flag toward his base. It was actually the Thriller that got the first flag grab and tossed it out mid. Zesky got it a little bit more of the way, and we see Steel Blade stepping up. A little bit of a fumble there, but still got the flag in their hand and still pushing the space. This could be the first point. We fly back here and get a slightly different perspective to see if there's anyone going to be contesting this. Heffen Nation pushing up right now in Util, makes the entry into the site. The flag is down. Steelblade did not want to go for the push. You know, I guess flag away. Yeah, flag's away. That's fine. I didn't see that.
Yeah, right now, both teams trying to have two members stay back while they send two other members push into the enemy base to try that read. This is definitely just quintessential Aquarius CTF here. I know a lot of people aren't really the biggest fans of these stalemates, but I love them right here. It always takes an explosive play from an individual or a duo push to get that read and a final cap, or the first cap, excuse me. Right now, you see not really seeing a lot of movement. Both teams just trying to stay close with their flag way station, playing some tight defense, under a little bit of a pressure, trying to get that re. But unfortunately, the opposing team gets that touch.
Opposing team gets the touch, and we're now in a situation, still yet standoff between these two teams in their first point here at CTF at Aquarius. We are in game one, the best of 5 series, still yet to unfold, and being with how even these matchups have been so far in this match case, so I'm pumped to see how this series unfolds.
Yeah, Contender Premade has definitely been a kind of a division where it feels like there's not really a dominant or that one individual team that's stepping up here. These lobbies usually tend to be really tight and chaotic, so look for just one or two individuals on each side to step up and be that main slayer right now. Looking at these stats, Reckless leading the way for way station, and on lottery you have Thrilla leading the way for them right now. Just a nice, decent little exchange there. Just a lot of explosive, a lot of slays. It feels like every single time I'm looking at the screen right now, there's just slay on slay on slay, which is just testament to the pace of these players and just how intense, how excited they are to be back here on HRL after just having some server issues with Halo Infinite. It just feels good to be back playing our 8s lobbies with our pre-made teams, and definitely some explosive fireworks right off the bat, and still a stalemate. This stalemate's been going on for about a minute, about 2 minutes. An interesting stalemate. Not a lot separating these teams on the slate department or in the objectives. Really nothing separating both teams. This is an opportunity right there. It's just ice in the veins of XE, and just able to get that secure flag wrap right there to extend this almost 4-minute stalemate. It was like a 1-minute contestation right off that rip, and then both teams were able to escape with the flag. And now we have just under 7 minutes left and not a single point scored, with both teams being very, very cautious with who and when they send people up to get that return.
Dang. You've it's been like you mentioned that the kills are pretty even on both sides. If I were to be a betting man, I'd say that it'll be a way station that comes out of this exchange with a point on the board. However, they are 2 down right now, so it's not looking exactly great. But the reason I make that observation is primarily because of the assist to kill participation. I see a lot more assists on the side of way station. And that just means they're working together better, and there's a higher chance that they'll have more enemies down at one time, and just a slightly better chance of having this first flag point. You know, we're halfway through the game, and I'd say for a good half of the so far, the half of the total time that's elapsed, it has been in a standoff situation with both flags away from base.
Yeah, and that OS did just get popped. I wasn't really able to see who was controlling that OS, but by the looks of it, it looks like Lottery are going to be able to get the first flag cap here, utilizing that power item. But no, Way Station are able to get the touch. And I was waiting for that. I was kind of surprised.
Oh,
but...
would you look at this?
I was hoping that OS would be the factor that kind of separated both these teams on Aquarius's power items, especially that heat wave, which might get GA'd, might not. We'll talk about that later. But the point is that those power items are really not doing much to separate both of these teams. That OS or heat wave, not in that definition you expect it to be. Banana Grabber with the perfect right there.
Unfortunately, that some of these attempts almost seems like body flings. You know, you just throwing yourselves at the chance that you could get the return, and you know, there's multiple enemies there guarding the flag, so you get taken down through attrition. It almost takes a team coordinated effort to push forward and to try to get that upper hand and to force the enemy's position to not be able to touch the flag for long enough. So it comes back, but Elite SW is just holding it in their hands. They want it, and they want it for good. The flag does go down. There's 2 down on both sides. It's still an even an even match. Heffination pushing in here. This could be a situation where they're able to get this kill. We might be able to get the return. Nope. Unfortunately, we had a player just drop at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. I saw a player drop on the side of Way Station. So we may see the game end. We were in a standoff situation, though. No score has been made. So the ruling here would be we start a 4-minute game of CTF, and it basically would just restart. So yeah, we're gonna go to a quick break here, and we'll be back momentarily once these.
And we are back here.
Hell yeah!
Tying each other here for the introduction. Sozer and I are back here with a fresh lobby and a fresh game. I believe last game was a stalemate until someone crashed out, unfortunately, and I believe both teams decided to just run it back. It was a 0-0, get back into flow states, and play. And I'm sure everybody's just excited to keep playing and thankful that we're getting into these lobbies. So it just feels good to be back, even though we're still having a little bit of issues. But Sozer, what were you gonna say?
We were just talking about kind of how you got involved with Halo and how you went to Worlds and stuff, and it's cool, man, being a part of the community and meeting people like yourself and working with people like you too, and see double kills while I'm having great company. It's just what we come to expect here on the Halo Rec League. As this Week 5 night of pre-made matches here between Way Station and Lottery gets underway and continues to unfold. Full reset after the first CTF match. You know, we got a stalemate up to 4 minutes, and we had a player lag out. So resetting this, getting this re-racked, and we're going to see how these teams stack up against one another here in the first match of this series.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate the positivity and just the great community HRL has. Locking back in here, 10 minutes left, 0-0. Both these teams were incredibly even in the slaying department. I believe in the power items department too. I believe they were split. One team got the first first OS, and then the second team got the second OS. So there's not really a lot separating these 8 players talent-wise on this server. So it's going to be a close one. We might be here for a while, going the distance, just judging how close that first match was. But there's some explosive engagements from Lottery right there as Waystation goes 3 down. Look for this OS grab. Steelblade has that heat wave and is looking for that OS right now. The OS gets taken away by Waystation. That was an amazing OS grab. Waystation were able to grab that, if I'm not mistaken. The moment Steelblade turns around, they get that OS. It's nothing to deter Lottery right there as PlayStation goes down 3 members, and Steelblade continues to play their life perfectly with that Purple Bandit and Heatwave in hand. Definitely came here to play.
That's Killjoy. You see Lottery trying to stay in this fight, 3 down. Zatrilla stepping up, or Thriller rather. Stepping up. He was the only person alive on his team. And is able to come through still with that flag return. Still back to even ground. 9 minutes left in this CTF match here at Aquarius. And neither teams have been able to score now through a total of 12 minutes of gameplay. We only had 4 minutes left. Actually, no, it's probably more than that, isn't it? I don't know. 4 minutes left.
It was around. It was just under 5 minutes. Yeah.
12 total minutes of gameplay at Aquarius between these two teams, and neither team has yet been able to score. We still have 8 minutes and 40 seconds left for them to continue to try this. And Dragar's going to do exactly that with the flag in hand. Tries to go for a grab, gets taken out before he gets too far. We're still in a like a staved off situation over here at this side of the base. This still could be a cap. This could be the first. Oh my god! How and why has this not been a cap yet? They're getting away with it.
The thing that I do want to mention is that with the current state of Halo, right, and we're seeing teams that have 4 stacks, amazing return, that should be a score right there. It's not a score. What is happening right in front of us? 2 flag returns just instantaneously. There's just chaos. We are gonna be in here for. We're gonna be here sitting for a while. I hope this match goes to 5 games. The point is that in these contender kind of pre-made lobbies, a lot of people have been frustrated with the game, right? In my team, I can feel that there was a lot of frustration with Halo and specifically that may have let us not practice as much when the servers were down, right? We rely on these weekly 8s lobbies in HRL to keep ourselves on fire in this game, right? But we just haven't had that right here. We see Drag here just trying to stay alive bottom mid, but I think we're kind of seeing each team kind of almost restart the season. It's almost like a week 1. You don't really know how people are going to react. Right here with the amazing stick, almost with the double kill right there. You don't know who's going to be your power player right there. Banana grabber at top mid, getting the back smack. But you just need everybody to kind of play smart. And yeah, like I was trying to say, you don't really know how each individual player is going to perform. Some people that you expect to pop off might go really negative. Some people that you don't expect to pop off might be the reason you're even in this match. And I haven't seen too much of these teams, but it just looks like they are all on even pegging right now. And I would like to attribute a lot of that to just the servers not being just up. A lot of people just haven't been practicing, haven't been grinding, and we are just seeing some more mistakes at this level than we tend to usually see with pre-made teams. A double kill right there from Banana Grabber right there.
Double kill.
Impressive plays right there. It is just chaos and blood and a war of attrition all over this map.
So badly.
Yes! He's gonna get it.
Waystation on the board, and I don't want to brag, but I'm not going to be the guy who says I told you so, man. I told you so. It was just from assist to kill participation. See Elite 30 SW with 11 total assists, the most for the entire lobby, and I think that's just another reason why their success was definitely dominant there.
Yeah, definitely. See, I definitely felt that during my match, right? Even though every single series or every single map was relatively close. Nice engagement at the back base right there. But again, just nothing coming out of it for any team right there. Drag Gear is just anchoring a spawn right there, clearing out every single angle and making sure these next 5 minutes are just spent taking it slow. Grabs that thrust and is slowly inching towards the blue base here.
Some aggressive
A lot, yeah,
thruster
a lot
usage
of
there from Drygar, but I loved it. Executed. And with the double, we're going to give him a round of applause. Drygar stepping up. Positive for his team, positive for his players, positive for life. Perfect. Right off the end of that, too, a second applause. Definitely meritable there for Drygar.
definitely. That one's going on the fridge and showing the parents later, saying, "Hey, mom, I got a double kill on HRL." The point is that right now, I feel like if you're able to separate yourself with your slaying abilities, if you're able to get your perfects right now in a lobby in which a lot of people may not have practiced their 4 stacks. Oof! What a what
I think
what
that was
is
his
happening?
teammate's stick that happened there.
But that's kind of, I know we're kind of laughing about this. That's kind of the point that I'm trying to make here is that there are mistakes being made, and if you're able to lessen your mistakes, if you're able to push with your teammates and get your perfects, I know that sounds like fundamental Halo, but right now it is so important just to play clean, simple Halo. A lot of these 4 stacks haven't played with each other in almost 2-3 weeks consistently. Like when I hopped into my lobby, I don't know how long it was since my 4 stack decided to play together, but just locking back in on this lobby right here, it's just the awareness at times. How many times do we see people just getting hit in the back? It just seems like people just haven't been checking their corners, and again, really respecting the low scoring lobby here. I know I'm kind of bashing everybody, being like, get your practice and get your practice in, but it still is a testament to everybody's just awareness, IQ, and skill in Halo to keep this lobby as tight as it is. Right there, you see members on both teams having a hard time slaying departments. You see Elite 8, 12, and 10, and then SB with 7, 6, and 15. But the score is so tight, so tight. I'm a big fan of KDs like that because you're able to still compete when you don't have those slays. So a big fan of those 2 individuals right there, just holding on for dear life. And right now, we may see another flag cap. We may see the second in what has been almost 20 minutes of play here on the CTF Aquarius.
Hey,
One.
We're showing it now. We're 3 minutes left. We're still at an even match. It hasn't been uneven for very long. But I think, toward the end of these games is when the players step up and really give it everything that they can. And then the grabber demonstrating that. They're really risky.
Which if your prediction is accurate, those assists on the side of Waystation is going to be that difference maker throughout this entire series, right? As Lottery gets the first slay, I feel like a lot of emphasis on the assists, right? And I put a lot of emphasis on just making clean, tactical plays, right? You may not have had your practice, you may not be as warm as you were maybe 2 weeks ago, going into like week 3 of HRL. It feels like a little bit of a season restart here. With kind of those roles kind of being thrown into the shredder a little bit, and just say we're just gonna play and see who pops off and who gets the assist and who gets the OBJ, and just see how the dice fall. Right here, Waystation were able to wrestle back that lead 3-2, but now find themselves tied 3-3 here. The pace is noticeably pretty slow here. So everybody trying to stay alive. Just what a snipe! Oh my lord, right there. 4-3 is the score, and just right now, even though this is just lower division in HRL, these teams are Premade. They have played with each other. A nice body shot right there. Can he find the headshot? No, but the assist is there for a 6-4 with about 10 minutes left.
Car's a menace right now at that rifle. Might not be getting the kills with it, but every single person he's put body shots on, and another headshot. You put body shots on him again. There's another double kill. I think I've just become a fan.
I mean, you're rocking the merch, so I feel like you are a little bit biased. I'm kidding, but no, this is some really impressive plays right there for Drag here, especially we don't really see too many explosive sniper plays like that, regardless in HRL. It's just that was explosive right there, and it is that difference maker that has found Waystation with the lead 10-5 right here. Ever since that sniper play, it feels like Lottery have had a hard time just utilize finding any space on the map right now. They're kind of panicking, they're staggered, and getting slain in the shredder right there. I'm kind of interested to see why Dragier didn't pick up that AR. Maybe he's being a little bit of a gentleman, but gets hit with the back smack right there. A little bit unfortunate from the awareness. Gorilla trying to bring their team back into contention right here. 14-8 is the score.
Yeah, I mean, strong lead here from Waystation. I just got that score updated up there just to just to show, you know, reflect the current win of Way Station as game one. You know, that CTF, we didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but you know, I believe it unfolded without any other points. We only had missed maybe a minute and a half of that game, and yeah, we're gonna see Way Station in game two, leading it off really strong at Slayer here at Live Fire, controlling the power ups, controlling the weapons, and I mean, with a teammate like Drygarth on that snipe, it seems to be like that's their chances for that's their path to success, really.
Yeah, definitely. Lottery have found their footholds here. That kill difference is about the same, but that lead has not been made to double. But right there, Banana Grabber with a triple kill right there. The backsmack happened so quickly. It took me a second to process that. See Thriller trying to grab that sniper, run to bottom mid, goes to key door, gets away with their life. Aging Draggear. Draggear gets taken out at key door, and Banana Grabber with the assist helps the teammate and just finally finding some foothold here. Banana Grabber might have done a little too much, could have gone to Slay, but gets the trade right there. Those assists right there, this assist stats are definitely what stands out to me right now. What should be the halfway point for Way Station, just a matter of moments right here. Once they hit 25 kills, they're halfway to the winning score of 50 slays. Sorry, I said 3 just because I saw the 3 members of Way Station went down, but they were able to bounce back and find 2 kills off that spawn right there. Lottery with 16 slays, just having a hard time getting any sort of map control here. I know in HRL Slayers, if you don't set up quickly, it can immediately go south, and I feel like that's what we're seeing. It's just a Way Station gravitating towards that top tower, having the enemies spawn at either back green or A, and just taking advantage of their panic mode, almost, for lack of better words, right there. Discombobulation, if you will. But right there, 31-18 is the score. 7 minutes left. Reckless is just going on a tear right there. Just unable to get that shoulder kill or that elbow kill. Get those 2 body parts confused, but you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm still learning. But right there, it's impressive in seeing this from Way Station. Specifically, Banana Grabber, 11-5 and 5 right there for KD, leading the entire lobby, and is the only one with with basically double. Banana Grabber is basically doubling the amount of slays that any member on Lottery has right there, and that is just impressive plays right there. And just tip the hat off to Banana.
Up by 12. I mean, we're bordering the trend that's necessary for a stake. And Banana Grabber showing why they have so many more kills, stepping up from behind, getting one, almost getting the second. 2 survived there on the side of Lottery, both shieldless, but they had the invis in pocket. So now only down by 10. They're hopefully minimizing that lead with every kill. They now know that they only have 16 deaths. So you got to rake it back and try not to die. Try to be more resilient. James and I had a conversation in the last series about how we could look at potentially deaths mitigated as a stat line, just based on how much overhead damage someone takes in a game. It didn't contribute to a death. And, you know, it's like when your shields recharge and you get away and you're being resilient, you're mitigating death. And I think that might be something we can conclude here, that really Way Station is preventing Lottery from that opportunity. They're getting every kill they can, and this score is reflective of that.
Yeah, very well said. Specifically, and I kind of say that in my series today, once that snowball started going against us, specifically, nice little exchange at dummies right there. But once that snowball started going against us, specifically on Live Fire Slayer, it was hard to find any sort of foothold, and I felt like a lot of teammates were W key, right? We were just frustrated and wanted to finally get a slay, find some momentum, but in that W key, we would definitely cost our life, and that's what ended up, you know, costing us the series. So HRL is definitely important to take care of your life. And the headshot by Elite. Man, how many amazing sniper plays have we seen by a Way Station right now? If I'm Lottery, I am staying on top of that sniper rifle and not letting them get a hold of it. Because with all due respect to Lottery, right? They do find themselves 10 kills behind, but if they just lock in here, which is going to be tougher and tougher as the score is 41-31-9 now, it's just, if they were able to keep those power items away from Way Station, could we maybe see Lottery keeping this game a little closer like that. You can't just not peek top tower when you know there's a sniper on the map right there. That's just frustration. That's the W key right there. I am fall victim to that all the time. The snipe onto Nest. Elite making amazing plays right there. I didn't want to make the corny Elite joke, but Elite being Elite right there is just impressive, impressive, impressive. And this is gonna be about wraps. It really has been those assists and those power items, which has made a world of a difference here. We didn't really see too much separation from both these teams on that CTF, but here we really are seeing it. It's that OS and those power items that create so much separation in the scores through specifically in lobbies like these. Right there. PlayStation going up. Yeah, going up 2-0 in the series. Right here, jumping into this recharge strongholds. One of my favorite game modes, one of my favorite maps right here. It's all about that A-B hold. We've been playing this map for how long? Ever since Halo Infinite came out, so we should know how to rotate. Don't forget about the active ammo and that SCA hold. That can really change the momentum. You have a hard time getting B. Ooh, nice looking trade onto C, or Slay onto C plat from Lottery onto PlayStation right there. If you're having a hard time getting B and A, look to get C and A. That's usually a great transition hold that at these levels of Halo, of competitive Halo, can definitely do some massive damage on that score.
PlayStation kicking it off with the first blood, at least on the scoreboard, getting 14 total points, locking that down. Got some contests here. We're going to see Lottery, only person alive is Thrilla, able to go up, not quite able to defend that, and back into a position of scoring as Waystation. But then yet once again, Thrilla's back on B, pushing it pretty hard, and finally yielding some results for his team as they collectively.
Yeah, if they didn't find that Slay into gold, I would have questioned just how effective that rush onto B would have been. Even now, I have a hard time with people spawning on C and going for B through long haul, but for now, it is working for Lottery, and they're playing confidently. They do not need to listen to my advice right now as they find themselves tied in the strongholds right now and pushing Waystation onto A. Maybe a little too zealous, maybe a little too aggressive here, maybe absorb their Waystation's pushes if I'm Lottery a little extra, but that's they still find themselves in the lead here holding BC, and it's working for them, so don't really have too many complaints.
Good, it was a great hard fight to overcome there from Thrilla, but was able to do so and get away with the invis and push up to B here, kind of causing a little bit of fluster for the three enemies that are currently in a fight with them. Able to get away, Thrilla. Great use of the invis. Get away, recharge, come back, and right there to fight it. He's contesting B already again. Unfortunately, though, he stepped off of it, and I think he lost all of his time. Banana Grab was the only person left alive for his team. On the top of Overlook there, gets taken out. And on respawn, Drygar pushing back toward B now once again. Still, though, in a position of scoring. Lottery has the lead, almost double. Be nice to see Lottery win this game and keep the series alive.
Yeah, I do want to mention that I know I keep bringing up me in my series, but when I played my series just about an hour ago, I lost 3-1, but this was the map in which we were able to win it, and we were able to win it convincingly, and I'm seeing a little bit of a similar swagger / confidence coming from Lottery, right? They are looking at a map they may feel a little bit more comfortable on, right? Forbidden CTF, Aquarius CTF. While it is a popular game mode, it's a tough game mode to find your momentum in that flow state. And if you're able to find your Aquarius flow state, that's massive in my opinion. But the point is that moving to a live fire Slayer, those game modes are a little tougher rhythm wise. But I feel like something about strongholds on recharge, it's kind of intangible for me. I can just get on recharge and just hit that flow state, regardless of if I'm getting pub stomped. So it's definitely good to see Lottery with an authoritative comeback here. Should be able to hit 100 points before a Waystation gets on any sort of zone. But look for Waystation. Actually capture A right as I'm about to eat my words right there. Yeah, Waystation are going to score and stop Lottery from hitting 100 points.
Banana grabber going out there and grabbing that banana, getting that thing on, using it. I think they've controlled the invis the majority of the game. They're playing that role at least for their team, and playing it well, I'd say. Because having now got the invis, witnessed them get the invis twice already here in the first round of oddball. I mean, I think that's a great indicator of control.
Definitely. There's nothing like, I know you mentioned those assists, but for the raw slays that I feel like, if we're only looking at those Ks on the scoreboard, I feel like they've been even throughout this entire series. And the only thing that's been, the main item that's been shifting the momentum are those camos or those OSs across the map, right? Look for someone to pick up that shock rifle once it comes up. I know it's respawning right now, or it's starting to respawn. He is touched into the favor of Lottery right there. I know it's kind of halfway. I was kind of looking for that, but I haven't seen too many shock rifle plays on this map so far. But with the sniping talent we had last match on Live Fire, I definitely think that shock rifle could be utilized very well by Waystation, and Lottery just needs to keep it out of their hands or call them out. Make Waystation miss. That's about it. Oh, nice slay by Elite to use. That's a nade shot in my opinion. That's a nade shot, but you know.
Yeah, I think it was also potentially some damage from an assist, but either way, I mean, he was very shieldless when he came in there and got out of that fight by the skin of his teeth. And I'd say, you know, that would be, you know, that's mitigated. That it would contribute to the stat. Their shields recharged.
Yeah, looking at those deaths right now, just 12, 8, 12, and 10. Again, just 12, 8, 12, and 10. That's with Waystation, and 9, 8, 7, 8 for Lottery right there. Just looking at that death mitigation, Lottery definitely finally having the less deaths in this lobby. And it's paying off tremendously for them.
It's funny, I switched away from the invis there to the person they were approaching. And it was just like the person was looking and then saw the invis. I was like, hello, I'm here. There's an invis guy right in front of me.
Yeah, it just feels like there's just a lack of awareness, right? And I really don't want to be overly critical, right? I feel like these players could definitely be me and my team. I'll be completely honest. The point is that like it's you haven't touched Halo in a week or two. Seriously, you haven't like grinded Halo at the levels that I know we all are, you know, Halo degens in. And it's showing. It's showing. You're really seeing some mistakes that I wouldn't really characterize with this division and this league, but we are still seeing an explosive battle right now. I feel like everybody's just balls to the walls, saying, "Hey, we may not have the cleanest, rotations, but we are still finding our slaves. We are still doing our damage. We're still calling out and making the other team panic." So that's definitely something that it's just momentum right now is in the favor of Lottery, and things can quickly change once Waystation make their adjustments. As I said at the beginning of this match, right? It's how they adjust to Lottery's response. I expect a monumental response soon from Waystation here, and Elite is the reason trying to get that response going. That lead has been eviscerated. It's almost 245. It was basically at 100, but now it's cut completely in half. And Lottery now have quickly found themselves having a hard time finding any sort of momentum and foothold to Waystation's AD hold.
Invis this time was not grabbed by Waystation, but instead Lottery was able to get that power up that time. A double kill here on the board from the Esky. But does take a fall. You see Reckless there spawning heaven. Reckless is captain of the Waystation team, stepping up to the plate here, claiming B and putting his team back into a position of scoring.
Yeah, it just feels like sorry. It just feels like a Lottery here are specifically just trying to kind of grab any zones.
Double kill.
A double kill there from Reckless. Able to get B, rotated to A, got a double kill, collected A, and we see kind of hosting the MVP status right now for his team. getting yet another kill. That's a great position to control, actually, just to the left of those stickies. Just not exposing yourself to the outside of that hallway, but staying inside and being able to watch the cross is a great way to gain information without taking any risks.
Perfect.
All double-digit kills here on the side of Waystation. 182 to 145. They've, over the past 2 minutes, they've gained the majority of that time and score. Unfortunately for Lottery, it's looking like that the final nail through the coffin could be being made as Waystation is really sprinted here toward the second half. Not wanting to give up, though, without a fight. We are going to see Lottery take a position of scoring. Grilla with the shock rifle. They have control of the... Oh, spoke too soon. They just lost control, but they do have control of power-ups. They have an invis and a shock rifle here in the hands of Thrilla, which could be what they need in order to get them to stay into this game. We have a connection issue from our partner in our casting booth, Queso. His internet issues seem to be having a hell of a time tonight too, like my own. But as you can see here from the series that's on the screen, Waystation, they're right now in this game 3 with Lottery's backs against the wall, and they are nearing victory. It is coming close to the end of this series as Waystation has shown who they want to win this game. A spree from Elite 30. Still the shock rifle in control. Gonna try to get this recharge. Throwing nades at the ground. Shields did not recharge, unfortunately, and Steelblade's able to take that territory for their team. Only 19 seconds before Waystation takes this victory. We are continuing here. Final few moments of this game, potentially the final few moments of this series. 231 to 162. Lottery is back in a position of scoring, and they want to stay in this. A Guardian Angel and a killing spree. That's going to keep them in this. 3 down now on the side of Waystation. Lottery gaining momentum here late game. They have a triple cap. They're wanting to hang on to this, and I don't know, Queso. I think I might have you back in the booth now, and we're nearing the end of this game, but things are starting to heat up, man.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything
sure.
looks and sounds
awesome.
good.
Sounds good. Thank you for the patience there. Definitely surprised by Waystation's comeback here. Lottery just fighting to stay alive here. They do control the camo at back batteries, taking out one member of Waystation. Waystation goes 3 down. That is dangerous, dangerous, dangerous for Waystation to do. It looks like one member of Lottery may be overextending onto A, and they might regret that. They might regret that if Lottery gets taken down. That's 4v2 right there. Waystation should be able to have enough map control. Look at the AC hold right there. I know some people criticize me for it, but I think it is a beautiful transition hold that a lot of people forget about. And it might be a hold that leads Waystation to go up or to actually win this series 3-0. And
oh my gosh, one point away.
God.
Down to the final point and last ditch attempt. They're both on it. If the red team gets the kill, then yep, that'll be it. Waystation coming through as the winners of this series.